Hi guys, it's Ann from Craft Drawer, and today I wanted to talk about yarn winders. And if you were ever looking into buying or purchasing a yarn winder and weren't sure what you needed or how to use a yarn winder, I found a guide to winding yarn that's really helpful and can teach you a lot more and get you into what kind of yarn winder that you may be looking for. Basically, what you want to do with a yarn winder is wind your yarn. You could wind a skein. You can wind into a cake. You could take any type of yarn and wind it into a cake, and pretty much you're doing this to either store it easier or to be able to use it for your next project make it a lot simpler to use the yarn. The windy basics for yarn, especially yarn hanks, if you use those as a knitter or even as a crocheter, you need to wind them into cakes or balls before you knit or crochet. A hank is a loop of yarn with two ends. If you knit directly from an open hank, your yarn will become tangled. By winding a hank into a cake, you can create a portable ball of yarn that is easy to work from and will not tangle, which is really a good idea, especially if you're working with yarn hanks. And yarn hanks are beautiful skeins yarn. I'll leave you some links on the bottom of this video to show you where you can get some yarn winders, where you can read this yarn winding guide, and also what types of yarn winders are available and what types of yarn that you can wind into cakes. There are different types of ways to wind your yarn. You can do it with a swift ball winder, which is just as you can see right here. It's a little bit bigger winder. It isn't too hard to use, and it shows you step by step here to do how to do that. You can also use this type of yarn winder, which is one of them that's a little bit smaller and does smaller cakes, but it's just as nice to use, and it's a little bit more compact and portable to use. Um, this website here, KnitPicks, has a great video and tutorial and everything on how to use a yarn winder. It takes you step by step on how to. It has you um, learn about winding your yarn. You can look at the yarn swifts that they have available, read reviews of what other people have purchased the yarn winders have said, and you can also go to the ball winders, which is the smaller winder, the more compact portable one, which is the one I think I prefer, and read about that. Check out the customer reviews. Let me know what you think also. I'll leave links below for all of this. You also might want to check out some of the yarns that are able to be wound on the yarn winders on this website. They have some great yarns and available. I'll show you just some of their new stuff. This is at KnitPicks, but there's also a crochet website that I want to take you to, because on KnitPicks they have some free knitting patterns, but there's also a crochet website that you can go to, and it has some free patterns also that you could take a look at, and I'll leave links below for all of those and everything. But back to the yarn winders. If you look at the yarn swift, that, like I said, you have to look at that and see if that's something that you would like to do. There is a video on my link that shows you how to use the yarn swift, and then if you don't like the yarn swift and you like the yarn ball winder, there's the video that they show for the yarn ball is for the yarn ball winder and the swift, so you could take a look at both of them. But again, if you go right to the KnitPicks website, you will see different things about choosing yarns, learning to knit, winding, and about their yarn. I do like their guide to winding yarn. It has a lot of information. Also, if you want to learn more about different things on the website, you can learn. There are free videos, classes on color work, crochet, dishcloths, all sorts of things. There are different guides also. The same goes with the crochet website. They have um, different things for learning and things like that too on their site. Just, I'll give you the links. You can look around and let me know what you think. But again, with the yarn ball winders and the Swift yarn winders, um, they're not that hard to use. I think it just takes a little bit of time to learn how to use them. And all in all, I think they're great, especially if you are like using the skeins, the twisted skeins like this to go into a cake. Um, Even if you're using a regular skein like a Red Heart or Bernay yarn skein, you can use that too. So you can purchase, I'll leave a link where you can purchase either the Swift ball or the ball winder on my links also. I'll let you know where they're available through Knit Picks. Or I can also show you there's a variety of them available on Amazon. And I'll put some links for some of my favorites and where you can get those. And check out the reviews. Be careful when you're checking out reviews on Amazon to make sure that they're legitimate. You're more likely to get legitimate reviews on something like a website like knitpicks or crochet.com. Um, Again, let me know what you think. Check out the step-by-steps. Be careful. I would be careful and just watch that you can follow the instructions before purchasing the yarn ball winder, and also watch the video that I have a link to how to use the wall. It's right here anyways. It's right on the link here, that winding yarn with a ball winder and a Swift. That will really be helpful you in teaching you what you want to use. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And like I said, I'll leave you some links to the yarn ball winders and the winding basics information. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for new techniques, videos, products, and more. Thanks again.